Canada, standing in at 6'8", weighing in at 332 pounds, he is the incredible Hulk Hogan.
And we are live. I forgot I had my stuff muted. We're live. Now, where's John McCann? I'll tell you something. This guy would be late for his own funeral, but he is coming. He's just said he's running about 10 minutes late or so. So he'll be coming in here in a few minutes. You know, between Ricky being forgetful and John with his tardiness, it must be an Ireland thing. I don't know. But I don't want to defend my Ireland fans. So I'm not going to say it that way, but you know, it is what it is. But I guess, you know, while I wait for John to get in here, I just want to see, I see everybody out there chatting. Thanks for all your comments. And I'm going to bring him in here. Oh, wait a minute. I think we do have John coming in. I don't know if he's ready. It looks like he's ready. Pink shirt. Now I'm going to bring him in here. Let's get John in.
So I'm getting made fun of.
Well, not too late. Not too late. Actually, you're here in a good time. I gotta say, since I'm the one that kind of started the show, I am the former 5-time NWF World Champion. I am the longest reigning NWF World Champion, and I am better than John McCann. I am Crusher Crossen, and my co-host, who's late, is the Irish schmuckler himself, John Schmuck. I kind of like that when Canary did that. I like that one. John Schmuck. Yeah.
All right. Not even seconds in, and I'm already being made fun of. This is an abomination, and I'm sick of it. But I'll deal with it for today.
Well, you know, I was going to say, I had a tribute to Hogan at the beginning of the show, 10 bell salute. You know, I put a video up on Instagram. You know, he was a big influence on me, John. He was the reason I got into it. I mean, I wouldn't have been a fan of wrestling if it wasn't for Hogan.
Yeah, no, Hogan was probably one of the best of all time. A lot of people didn't really understand how good of a wrestler he actually was, just in ring.
Yeah, now, if you look at his Japan stuff, man, he's totally different.
Yeah, man, he was so good. He was really, really good. Won the tape study, definitely, even for like babyface shines and comebacks and stuff. Really good.
Yeah, I mean. But besides it, but what got me, John, was the charisma, the character, the bigger than life. I mean, his interviews are what I live for. We all did. Of course, in the 80s, territory wrestling, you always watched the interviews. The interviews were the favorite thing of the whole day, the whole show.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Hogan's were great. And he was a big influence on me. And really, honestly, you guys, Gizmo and all you guys, you know, my drive for the NWF really came from Hogan. Like his being a fan of him and just knowing you could accomplish anything, like he always said, I put it in, and still I bought into it. And that's what was my fire for the NWF, really. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on Hogan a little bit. Mm-hmm. We got lots of comments in here. I guess let's start with the ones that came in first. guys, Canary Kid's out there watching. I think he's over on NIPW's channel, but Gizmo and guys, you can't see him. But he says this: John kicks, rocks, pass it on.
All right. I'm done with this, right?
Wait a minute. Before you say anything, John, what's kicks, rocks? What's that mean?
I have no idea. This kid's talking straight out of a shitter. Straight out of a shitter.
Out of the John, if you will.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. It's like you just insulted yourself there. He also has another comment. He says, John sucks eggs, pass it on. So, I don't know. Everybody's getting on John's case here. What the hell's going on?
You know what, honestly, see when I'm the man to be, everybody's on my case. Everybody is, including you, Crusher. You know,
Yeah.
You didn't ask Canary to be on this podcast again, even though he was on for an entire week last weekend. You know, being the second.
And why was he on last weekend?
Because, you know, one person wasn't available and, you know, you had to get the second best.
Because somebody failed to appear. Now, if that was a title match, you'd be stripped. Yes. So.
Not my IPW.
Well, I don't know, John. I tell you, luckily, your former tag team partner bailed you out and showed up with West Danger, and you wanted to be on with him so bad.
I was raging that I couldn't get on, but yeah, no, I just had some real life things to sort out first.
What a great interview it was. And you know, John, he's really that West Danger man. You watch his footage and stuff. God, he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's getting really, really good. The only thing to him is as soon as he gets on a wee bit more size, which is going to kind of come along throughout the years, he's a bit like me as well in that way. As soon as we get on size, then world's the oyster. Yeah,
I mean, true. But, you know, you can still, if you're really good enough, you can still make it even in your smaller frames. I mean, you can look at Rey Mysterio. He makes it. He made it.
True, he did indeed.
Not much bigger than, I think he's about the same size as you, John. I think 175 pounds. You got to be close to that.
Yeah, I'm about 70 kg at the moment.
I don't know what that is in pounds, but that sounds like that's like a foreign language. It's like garbage. It's like rubbish. You'd have to be in pounds. You know, the world goes by pounds. It's just you guys, kg. I mean,
well, when it comes to me, I'm worth my weight in gold. I tell you that, Crossen.
Well, I'm worth my weight in platinum, and that's better than gold.
Back to retirement home, I'll send you. I promise you not.
I am ready for John McCann. I'm ready for the fight. Can you tell?
No, you are not, Crossen. No matter how much preparation, no matter how much you actually put into preparing for me, you will never, ever, ever come close to someone as good as me in the ring. Never.
So you say, you know, and what we're going to watch today, guys, for watch-along footage is I asked John, let's just pick a match of each of ours since he's talking about fighting Crusher. Let's show a match of me back in the day, a match of him. Now, of course, mine's old school, so his will look better right out of the gate, but still.
Yeah, just got to admit, you know, mine's going to look better anyway, no matter what area you put it in.
Yeah. But that being said, I want to get some other comments in here quick because we got a lot. So Gizmo says, Crusher, loved your video today on Dave. We all love Dave, but there is a line in the sand. When you pick on the 5-time world-winning champion, Mr. Sean Crusher Crossen, we all got your back, Crusher. Well, thanks, Gizmo. I appreciate that. You know, I have to set Dave straight sometimes. He gets on this Canary Kid love affair and starts talking gobbledygook, and I have to get on his case sometimes, and that's exactly what I did today. And I put the hammer down and I took care of business. And that's what's going to happen to you, John, if you keep lipping off to me too.
Yeah. You're like a small dog, all bark, no bite. You know what I mean? You're in here with the big dogs. In with the big dogs, Crossen. You don't know about your cage, but you know what? You will find out soon.
Yeah. You know something? He is, John, you are good. I'm not going to say you're not because you are. But you're not at the level of what Crusher Crossen is in caliber of up here in your head. You don't have the mental capabilities that I have in this business.
All right, you know what? I'll give you one, right? I will give you this. You are a former world heavyweight champion, no doubt about it. You are phenomenal, but I'm always a level above. Always a level above.
We'll see. We'll see about that. When I return to Ireland, one thing I asked to do is, well, Ricky's shouting his mouth off, thinking he can take me in a shoot. And then you say you can. Well, in the training shoots, that is, we'll go back to back. We'll just see how tough you really are.
Yeah. I mean, you were there that day that I did that.
Yeah, I can't remember who you did it with, though.
Oh, of course, it always goes under people's minds when it's me, just because, you know, I'm always the best. You gotta just give the person that's the best the least chance of success. No, I wrestled the biggest guy in the dojo, and I beat him.
The biggest guy? Who was that?
We had, who was it? It was Big Andrew.
Oh, the big guy?
Yeah. In a shoot. Dropped him on his ass.
Yeah, but he's still kind of like learning. He's not quite there yet. Like he's kind of coming still, right? I mean, he's good, doing good, but I mean, he's got ways. He's still kind of up and coming. Had you went against, say, somebody like, oh gosh, I don't know, like say Dee Crooks or maybe Sage, you might have your hands full there.
I feel like there's where your issue lies, Crossen. Why couldn't you have just said, you know, John, you're right. You wrestled the biggest guy and you beat him. Well done. But you know what? You can't beat me. No, you have to go a step ahead. And
maybe Nathan steps in there and shows you how it's done.
No, we're not going
to go that far. I'm sure he could do it too still.
We'll not go that far, but I'll tell you this. He did back out of our last fight, so that's on him.
I told you, because he's just doing a favor for you when he did that. We already covered that.
People are scared to wrestle me.
Scared to wrestle. No. No, you don't have... Look, there's no room... Guys, in the wrestling business, there's no room for fear. Always remember that.
Always room for kicking your ass, though, Crossen. Always room.
So he thinks he can kick my ass. We'll see about that. Let's see. We got some comments here. Sky Sports Video News says, loved all your new videos out. The clarity is amazing. You know, it is. And in fact, the match we're going to watch today is one of these. I went ahead and put it through Project Starlight to restore it properly. And there's a new technique now on my Project Starlight. I found it's called finishing touches. We run it through a second time and we make it even more clear. So John, you'll have to give me your opinion. Know that this is VHS stuff we're going to watch, and you tell me what you think. Does it look good? You know, so John will be our judge here when we watch my match, when we get to that part of the show. And see what he thinks. But yeah, I think the clarity is really good. Wait till you see it on this one I show today.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a dry dock match. I wanted to pick something a little more later, I'm a little more polished on John's level. I don't want to show something from us in the garage or Group W studios. I know you guys like it, Gizmo, and that's a rewind deal. But when I'm going to be here with John, I got to show something a little more appropriate. So something a little further down the line.
Backyarders.
Now you're going to insult me in backyard. Don't even dare go down that path. Canary doesn't even dare do that, and I don't think you should start doing that.
Say what
that gives me a reason just to do an open hand slap right across the face.
We're open here.
And it is legal. Open hand, legal. Let's see. So is Dave coming on today to defend John, or is it just Ricky that he fights for? You know, Dave, who the hell knows with Dixie Dave? Dixie, you know, here's the thing with Dixie Dave, John. He used to always be respectful to me. We had a good relationship for years. Then he's seen Ricky play the heel with me. Right. So then what Dave does, monkey see, monkey do. I'm going to be a heel now with Crusher. And so he's what I like to call a Canary Kid wannabe, in a way. I hate to give Ricky any kind of credit whatsoever, but he really is.
Yeah, no, I've never seen Dave, but do you get some copycats?
Yeah, he's a copycatter. And the guys are getting on his case now too, because they don't appreciate him getting on my case so much. You don't like it. Let's see. Sports Sex says, God bless Hulk Hogan. Thank you for over 50 years of entertainment. He will be missed for sure. You know, John, I would say Hogan's on that Mount Rushmore of all time. Don't you think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, actually, let's talk about this. Right. What's your forward top?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Well, 3 of them are easy for me. Hogan, Flair, Austin.
Yeah.
Okay, the fourth one is could be a lot of people. Just like in all these Mount Rushmores, you could make that fourth person a lot of people. But if I had to pick, a lot of people say John Cena. I actually would put The Rock or The Undertaker over John Cena. But between them three,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. What about you?
I'll pick two that people don't really tend to put in there, but I do believe they probably should be in there a lot more than they are. Harley Race.
Oh yeah,
Definitely
Harley.
my
If you
top
want to go
four.
older school, sure.
Love him to bits. Billy Robinson's really, really good.
Yeah, he influenced all of us over here in European style wrestling. I mean, he was the guy that we all watched.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of his stuff recently. It's really, really good stuff. And even his training and stuff, like it was never ever for
He was a bully. He was a bully in training. Remember how we talked
Yeah.
about trainers, John, a while back? How there's sometimes going to be kind of bullies out there, and we don't want to mention names, but there are. And Robinson was like that. He would manhandle guys in training and Vern guy and this stuff. And every now and then, though, other guys didn't take to it very well, and there'd be guys that come along and they'd give Robinson a run, like in the ring, just because of how he is in the training.
Yeah.
So they get a little bit of a shoot going.
Sometimes though, that's kind of what it takes to, well, not even like bullying, but more of just like manhandling someone or like really putting them through their pace to actually find out if they'd want to have this as a job or not.
Right.
But sometimes it isn't that way. Like, I don't know, everybody's kind of taught differently. Like me with Nathan, I've always had the dojo style training of just push yourself as hard as you can. And if you've got heart, you've got it, and you will stay in with wrestling. And if you don't have it, you would be weeded out within a few weeks.
Well, it's like some people will say, like, what do you guys do shoot grappling in your training? What's the point? Well, the point is because you need to be tough in this business. You need to be able to handle this kind of stuff. And if you can't handle an actual grapple for real, getting down to it, trying to get somebody down, you're not in the right business.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, it's part of it. It's part of that toughness, that physical toughness that you need to have.
Another one as well, William Regal. William Regal is
my
favorite.
Yeah, he was good. So these are the guys you'd put on there? Like, who would be the four then, like, for you?
Harley Race, Billy Robinson, William Regal, and I'll fire like a really random one out, but like it's more just because he's so good, or he was so good in his NWA days. Dusty Rhodes. Dusty's great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
No, I mean, a lot of people say Dusty could have been Hogan.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't think there was something about Hogan's appeal in the 80s that was just off the chart. Even before he went to the WWF, I mean, he was running wild with Hulkamania in the AWA, and it was like all my friends, everybody, we all became fans because of him. It wasn't just me. A lot of people I went to school with and stuff, we all started watching wrestling because of Hogan.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Hogan was really, really good in every way, shape, and form. But I definitely think that like between him and
well, I mean, it sounds like to me like you picked the Mount Rushmore of great wrestlers. Where my Mount Rushmore is who's putting asses in the seats of, elevating the entire business. That's how I kind of did it. Where you picked all these great technicians, great wrestlers. So that's interesting though. Got a couple more comments, John.
Yep.
Once again, Canary Kid came to the rescue to save the show from the absence of John McCann. And he did that. I mean, he did do that. He did save,
Damien Thorne. I can pick out your next two names. Damien Thorne and my ass, right? Suck eggs.
Yeah. Canary did save you, but I hate giving that kid any kind of credit because his head balloons like a hot air balloon if you keep giving him credit. You know this.
Yeah, no, I hate you all equally.
I mean, you know this as well, John. You've known Canary a long time, longer than me.
He does have some size of a head, like.
Well, yeah, his ego is bigger than mine ever. I always say this: Canary Kid's ego is bigger than mine ever was.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah, that's the truth. Matthew Rodriguez comments in and says, John, how was wrestling in Spain in Resist? How Spain treated you and the fans and the owner of Resist? So you wrestled for
Oh,
Resist?
yeah. I worked for Resist about April, I think, of this year, and so it was. I'm gonna go in order here. How was wrestling in Resist? Honestly, the best experience I've ever had, actually internationally. So I had my connection through Nathan, which I got wrestling. Who was it? It was Guillermo, who works for Resist, and he asked me if I wanted to go over a show. I did the show, and not only from the back to the fans, everybody in that place was the nicest people I have ever met. Even from people who I didn't know hugged me for a greeting. Referees I hadn't seen in months or even years greeted me with hugs, and guys who I haven't seen for years, as well as TJ Charles, and it was just so awesome. It was really nice to get to see people I haven't seen in ages, and also have a really, really fun match with one of their guys who was also like my style of wrestling. He loves technical, and I said shoot to him, and we did shoot, and it was great, and the fans loved it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
One thing I'll say between wrestling here and wrestling internationally is one thing between OTT, because OTT is like our main brand here.
Mm-hmm.
Them, and then you had Resist, which is the main brand of, I'd say, Spain. Spain. Those two are such similar crowds, and I'd worked both of them before. They are like either the most difficult or the most easy fans to work. And in Spain, it definitely took a few seconds for them to like go from this is spot style wrestling to this is straight up technical wrestling, which is exactly how I found it with OTT. While as maybe our fans would be a lot more akin to being appreciative, like this style of just grappling.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool because I love that kind of style of bringing someone in rather than just straight up being in it.
Right.
Because then I can see their like progression of, okay, this looks legit. This is starting to get real.
And like it's like we were talking before, like with British chain. Like for instance, I'm not as familiar with that kind of British chain, but I do know how to grapple. Yeah. So like if I had a match with you and you started doing chain, I would just kind of counter with American amateur grappling and just flow with you that way.
Yeah.
And it would still work. It would still be good. It would, but I think that kind of style of wrestling should never be planned. It should always be spun, to do it right. You really want to do it on the fly and just make it feel legitimate.
But yeah, that was a really awesome question. That was really nice.
Yeah, it was a good question. But Damien says he's got a comment for you. John, that was nothing against you. We all like you. It was just disappointing when you weren't here. So we were excited to see Ricky come in, and in truth, it was a great show. I think Ricky wanted to jump in on that one only because West Danger is there and he wanted to meet him.
Yeah,
just fine, totally understandable.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
it's great. I appreciate that, Damien. Appreciate that.
But not only that, Ricky, of course, was one thing about Canary Kid, though. I gotta say, John, it was very interesting when I was out there in Northern Ireland. He was super respectful with me, right? Yeah. But man, as soon as he came on this show, and he's now thousands of miles apart. Here comes the old Canary Kid again, talking smack and lipping off to me.
He's got a beak and he sure knows how to use it.
But he doesn't do it when I'm in person. He doesn't. Oh my gosh. I'm going to ring that kid's. He is getting an ass beating when I get out there. Let me just say that. That's going to happen.
That'll make it to you. That'll make it to you.
The two is you. And you're going to get one too if you keep lipping off.
I was more saying that you would.
I just hope you take your glasses off so they don't break.
You need to remind yourself that. Remember last time you got clotheslined?
How about the time when you said, John, we were in the ring, this was the day before, I never told this. And John's like, Cross, can you still bump? Show me how you're going to take the clothesline bump. He asked me, remember this? You were sitting on top rope.
Remember.
So I just did it like I got clothesline. I had my good glasses on, which don't hook. And when I hit the mat, boom, those glasses would pop right off my head, remember?
It looked great. It looked like you had just been like shot out of a cannon. It was mad.
And that's when John realized Crossen can still go.
No, that's when John realized setting you in your ass would be a lot easier than it.
All right. And then, well, before I get to more comments, I want to talk about a few things. Instagram viewers, another 30 minutes, the Instagram stream is going to end. So if you're on Instagram, I always throw this out there. First of all, we can't see your comments if you comment. So you need to switch over. I guess I better get rid of that comment. So you can see this, what I'm going to put up. You need to switch over to youtube.com/NWF Wrestling/live. Or if you're on NIPW's channel, you can stay there too. But you need to be on one of our YouTube channels. We're of course streaming live on YouTube and NIPW right now. But you need to be on YouTube. For A, the stream isn't going to end in 30 minutes, and B, we can see your comments if you want to chat along, and we'll bring them in. We don't, like Dave always says, and I don't even like saying this because I don't even want to mention it because I don't care if you do this, but people at Super Chat, yeah, we appreciate it, but we don't require it, and we take every comment in. Some of these streams, John, they just only take Super Chats in, and it's their way of wanting to keep getting them. Well, we don't do that here. So as you see, I bring every comment in.
Absolutely.
So, so Instagram, NWF Wrestling, or youtube.com/NWF Wrestling/live. Switch over here. Okay. And then also make sure you check out NWFshop.com. There's a new John McCann t-shirt in there.
There is. I don't have it on, but it looks phenomenal. The only way to go see it, check out the store. Yeah,
NWFshop.com. You can see John's McCann shirt. And I wanted to reveal a new shirt that was just put in. So this is I haven't shown this yet. There's a brand new shirt I made, and it's in recognition for what we've been watching on Rewind this month. Let me get to it. Brand new shirt. John, you might have seen some of this artwork I've been working on. So it's our NWF Summer Sizzler Extravaganza. This is the Armory card we're doing, and that's the shirt. Eventually I'm going to have shirts for every Armory show, and I think that color is good for this one. I like that color.
Oh, yeah,
normally I like a black shirt, but this color is good for this one.
That is really awesome. That's sick.
Yeah, so brand new t-shirt. And I know that you see Crusher Crossen up there left corner. Can't see it real well. Let me show you a better picture. There we go. That's the graphic I used right there. And that is Crusher Crossen back in the day who would kick both John McCann and the Canary Kids' asses.
Crusher, you thought you had abs back in the day. You have not seen abs, buddy. You have not seen abs like that.
Oh, John, I wish I was still my younger self, but I got to say, like I told you guys, I make AI look good. AI helps make these, but what can I say? I never went to the gym back in the day. I was just naturally fit. Part of it's a Generation X thing. What can I say?
I must be a part of the same generation because I am the most stacked person on the NIPW roster. Tell you that.
Yeah, John definitely spends time in the gym. You can tell. And but I gotta say though, John, unlike some of your guys, unlike the guy you just went against at NPW who always likes to take pictures of himself in the mirror, you don't ever do that. But you definitely spend time in the gym, right?
And at least here, when I do that and I put it up in my posts, I actually look good. Like I actually make the mirror reflect what I want it to. Not a skinny little tricep. Nah, these friggin' guns. Get me amped up here, Crossen. You're getting me amped up.
That's funny. But yeah, by the way, let's talk, before we get to the watch long stuff, let's talk a little bit about your match that you had at Breakout.
Fight, yes.
You went against Ben Nelson, in that British Rounds match.
Yep.
So what are your comments on that? Thoughts?
I showed Ben why I'm the best professional wrestler in the entire country and why I could run rings around him. And that is all I set out to prove. It was a systematic dissection of who Ben is. I cut him open and I found out what he was made out of, and he was made out of nothing but bitch material.
So you don't think Ben Nelson had a chance at any point in that match? Boy, he did come close in some of that.
He beat me in one round. I can tell you now, he was swifter. He was a lot quicker than me, but I can say this for sure. Sometimes it just takes a wee bit of maybe 1 or 2 rounds just to break someone down But once you've broke them down, there's no coming back from it. No coming back.
Well, there's a few other announcements besides the T-shirt I want to talk about. Now, I said we're going to give you an update on Canary Kid in his title match for the World Championship. He's got a title match. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in Canada yet. He's got a match coming up on Saturday, tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And whether he defends the title or not, I don't know. I haven't heard. That may become an NWF title match. We don't know.
Okay.
But one that's coming up for sure was announced last week. And I'm going to bring the graphic in. And everybody, I don't know, our American viewers may not be aware of this, but I think you guys know over there. In fact, when this word got out, it sold out. Because this guy's got a little bit of a following there, I think. And he's got a lot of friends and family that want to see him. So, and that will be Canary Kid in a world title match against the Kid of Rock, Keaton Whiteside, our own Wrestling Revolution Keaton.
This will be absolutely awesome. I've been training with Keaton for the past at least 4 to 5 weeks, in which preparation for this match is a must. That title is not to be taken lightly, and Keaton is not at all taking this lightly. He wants that. It will be a match.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I've got some video responses to this that you guys have not seen yet. I got the Canary Kid who has reacted to this. And then I also got a response from Keaton on this as well, from Canary's reaction. So we're going to show those videos here. I guess, John, should we show them right now and let people see it?
Let's go. Absolutely.
We can't. Won't be able to talk to each other while the videos play, but let's see what they have to say, I guess, huh?
Yeah, let's go.
And then we can react to this and what you think, what I think. So let's start. We'll start with Canary Kid. We're going to show you what he had to say about all this when this got announced, and then after that we'll come back, and then I don't know, do you want to talk about Canary and then show Keaton's response, or should we show Keaton's response right away and then talk about
we'll talk about Ricky's.
Okay, so we'll talk about Ricky's and then we'll bring Keaton's reaction. All right, so let's get to Canary Kid. Here's his reaction, guys, to this match being announced. Remember now, Ricky, you got to understand, Keaton looks up to Ricky. He's his, this, John. He is his number one fanboy. But now he's in a title match, and we're going to talk about this when we get out of all this. But I'm going to show you. This was Ricky's reaction to this whole thing. All right, here we go.
Throughout history, I personally identify August 2nd as one of the worst days consistently throughout history. And one of the biggest moments, for example, just one example to throw out there is, it was August 2nd in the 1930s, 1934 to be exact. The President von Hindenburg of Germany passed away tragically. And it led to some of the most evil superpowers taking over Europe. And this won't be as relevant as the evil atrocities we saw caused by August 2nd, 1934. But 91 years later, NIPW fans will witness another atrocity, which will be the Canary Kid, the heart and soul of NIPW and the NWF, ripping apart a child in front of their very eyes. And most people in my position would probably just see this as, it's the kid's first real match. He's going for a championship. This is Keaton, the Kid of Rock, a kid I've known for so long. I remember seeing him first step into a ring. I remember he used to struggle to step between the ropes, and now he's on a show fighting for my championship. And in my position, I know a lot of people, a lot of weak people, who would see this match as You know, it's an exhibition. You know, give the kid a chance. You know, let's give a showcase of what Keaton can do. Keaton's a talented kid. He has so much potential. Let's see what can he do. And you're just right to think that. Most people would do that. But you see, if you can't tell by my world championship, I'm not like most people. And Keaton, the way I see it is I'm here to give you the reality check. The same reality check that I give a lot of people who step in the ring with me and think they're at my level. There's a reason why I have beat Sage Valentine, a junior heavyweight champion, on his debut match. I beat Ken Cutler, one of the most in-form performers in NIPW's roster. I beat him in his debut match. I dethroned, arguably, this, in my opinion, the second best ever NXT junior heavyweight champion in D.D. Crooks. I dethroned him. Jordan Nelson, that our former champion who embarrassed us and lost that title in Portugal. What did I do? I beat him in his first ever championship match. And Ben Nelson wanted to step to me in his first ever world title match for this title. And with all due respect, Ben, I gave him a reality check. And Keaton, August 2nd, on this atrocious day, it will be no different. I'm here to make you realize that wrestling isn't a game, Keaton. Alright? Wrestling is made for the best of the best. Champions like myself. Champions like me who are chilling right now in this 100-acre penthouse in beautiful, beautiful Canada, in Ottawa, because I can do that. Keaton, you don't even have the right to step in the ring with me, and you know that. Keaton, I hate to tell you this, kid, because I don't like breaking people's hearts. I don't like destroying dreams. But you're no more than a sportscaster, a YouTuber, and a B-list podcaster. Because I'll tell you what, the people know this. The only reason anyone tunes into NWF is because of me. I'm the best podcast host in Northern Irish Pro Wrestling. And I'm going to show you I am also the heart and soul of Northern Irish Pro Wrestling. Look, I have places to be, Keaton. I'm not wasting my time anymore just running my mouth. I'll save my talk for August 2nd and I'll use actions instead of words. And I apologise to Darren Whiteside, Keaton's father, for what he's about to do. Because, honestly, Darren, you're a sorry excuse of a father to put your child in this position. A father is supposed to protect his son. You have put him right in the lion's den, no pun intended. And he's not in the lion's den at sleeping hours. No. He's in there feeding time. And I will rip him apart because I'm the OG BIRD. I am the heart and soul. I am the globetrotter, goddammit. I have went continent to continent, country to country as a champion. And that's not just for the fun of it. No, that's because I'm the very best of the best. So for Darren Whiteside, you disgust me. Keaton, I'll see you someday, kid.
So there you go. Did you see that, John? Did it play for you?
Yeah, played the whole way through. And honestly, I'll give you my thoughts right now on this. Canary Kid does not seem focused. What I got from that was he's a lot more focused on what he's done rather than what's in front of him. He's talking about how he beat people left, right, and center, but reality has to kick in at some point here. He is in this ring with the child, and he has to make sure that he doesn't lose this. And I think that's on his mind. There's a possibility that Keaton could come away with this. There's definitely a possibility.
Sure, there's a possibility. I agree. And, it is wrestling. Anything can happen. But what I do understand, what I hear from Canary Kid, though, is I hear that, he's, as you can see, and this is what I hope Keaton got out of this, is that this ain't going to be the Ricky Henry that he looked up to that he's going to face. This is going to be the Ricky Henry who has the world title that isn't interested in losing it. And he's going to come into this match with that mindset. And if Keaton is not prepared for that, he's going to get rolled over like a steamroller.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, it's just like it's intimidation tactics. It's who can intimidate the other the best, who can get in the other person's head the most. This is just straight up intimidation games until we get into that squared circle and see who comes out the victor.
It should be a great match, but as you
It'll
can
be
see,
great.
though, Canary, just like anything else, when Canary's cornered, you know, he's cornered into this. He has to do this match, and as you can see, he's not looking at Keaton as a friend or somebody he trained or somebody who's a good kid. He's looking at him as somebody who's in the way, and that's what I heard and all that. But you're right, you know, Canary he does tend to overestimate things, or I should say underestimate things. He's done that, you know, so he has a history of that. So
yeah,
he underestimates Crusher Crossen. What can I say? He didn't. Here's a fun fact. He didn't think I could still do the drop kick. Well, he found out I can still do the drop kick. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He underestimates. Right?
Yeah, he does indeed. And
So,
that's where it gets you into deep water. In my perspective, from what I've done in my career, underestimating your opponent is the worst thing that you can do. As soon as you do that, it creates an opening for them. And they can just slide in and grab that title.
And wouldn't that be the world's biggest upset, though, if Keaton did pull it off and beat him? But
I'd be all for it.
Certainly could happen. I mean, anything's possible. So it'll be interesting to see. Well, there's a response. Keaton did a response. You know, Keaton seen that ahead of time, of course, and he had a reaction to that. So let's hear what Keaton had to say about all this. It's not quite as long as Ricky's. You know, Rick, there's a shorter version of this that NIPW will show, much kind of a condensed, edited version. But I wanted to play the full version for everybody here on the podcast. So, all right, let's take a look at Keaton's reaction to this title match.
Let's hear it.
I'm here at the Amphitheatre Coliseum. Now, while Canary Kid is lying there in Canada, not doing a thing, just lying there, had one match and is just chilling around in Canada. I have been preparing for the biggest match of my career, and that's winning the NWF Championship. But you see, it doesn't come easily to me. Canary Kid knows this. He's taught me everything he knows, not everything I know. So while I'm here, down at the Coliseum, I went to a Spanish wrestling camp and have trained with some of the greatest minds in wrestling. So I am now summoning my inner gladiator. I've got my skills, I've got my strength, I've got everything in wrestling. I've trained with some of the best, like D.D. Crooks, John McCann, all these people who know absolutely everything about you, by the way, Canary Kid. So you've got nothing on me. What do you know about me? You've got nothing on me. I've got every single bit of your footage that I've had from the past in my YouTube channel, and you have nothing. So, Canary Kid, you can say whatever you want to say about me, but right now, I am outside a gladiator's theatre, and I have summoned my inner gladiator, because with my strength of the gladiators, I've always had the strength of the gladiators. That's something that has always been within me, but now I'm bringing it out to you. So, Canary Kid, you're used to, you know me, but you do not really know me. You're used to seeing Keaton, the one who was always nice to you, the soft kid, but now I've trained with gladiators, I've got my inner strength. So, Canary Kid, get ready, because I am. Canary Kid, be afraid, be very afraid.
So there you go, Keaton's reaction.
Do you want to go first or me?
Well, you know, I think Keaton's got the right mindset. You know, he's coming at this as opportunity. That sounds like opportunity talking to me, and he's looking for this opportunity. However, I'm not sold on what he said at the end there for Canary Kid to be afraid. I don't think Canary's afraid here. But Canary better be prepared. So
yeah,
you know, that's what I'd say there. But Keaton, though, again, I can't reiterate this enough, and I know Keaton's going to catch this in replay if he's not watching it live. You have got to go into this match looking at this not as your friend. Look, when that bell rings, he's not your friend. He's the opponent, and you got to treat him that way because he will be treating you that way. This is not going to be the Canary Kid that you love watching. This is going to be a barracuda that you're going to face, and he's going to be as vicious as a barracuda, and he's going to be after one thing, and that is to get through this match and keep that belt. That's what he is going to be up to. So you better be prepared for all of this. Because if you come into there thinking that, oh, it's going to be like a training match, I've trained with him, it's going to go through. No. This is a real match now. So it's the lights are on, the people are there. You better be ready for it.
Yeah, that's it. Personally, I can see from the start to the end of that Keaton is two things. One, he is focused on this match. He is putting the time, the effort, everything into this to make sure that he is prepared.
And John, you've seen that firsthand in training with him all these several past weeks that you've been working with him.
I've been pushing him as hard as I can push anybody. The same way that I did trying to prepare with Nathan for my first match. Same way I tried to prepare with Canary Kid for his first match. This is the exact same way that Canary has learned. So will that come in at any more? I don't know where that can come in the match, but we might be looking at two different styles of preparation. I don't see Canary's preparation being as good as Keaton's. But the thing is, though, with Keaton, you can notice from the start of that, he is quite nervous. He's got a lot on his mind. The emotions are running high. He knows that this is an opportunity, as you said, that he might be able to walk away with this, and this is a legitimate thing that could happen.
Absolutely, and that's one of the matches. Another 5 matches. I thought we'd go over the other ones quick. Let's talk about your match. You are going to be in, I think it's this one, a triple threat match.
Yep.
With Jordan Nelson, Nando Libre, and John McCann. So what are your thoughts on this one?
Right, I'm going to break this down person by person, piece by piece, just like I'm going to do in the match. Okay, we've got Chicken Man, Nando Libre. Now, I've wrestled Nando before. I have beaten Nando before. It's not like it's a short task, but I know it can be done. That is all that matters to me. And also, Jordan Nelson, I was his first singles match in NIPW history. You know who taught that man most of everything that he knows? Me and Nathan. Same with Nando. I know both of these people inside out. Jordan Nelson, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised if he tries to try some of my tricks. Would not be surprised. But I'm not up for gang fighting. This isn't any 2-on-1 handicap. I wouldn't stick around. I'm not going to reveal my game plan, but I don't stand on sticking around for too long. I want this one and done. I want it done quick.
Well, in a triple threat, there's really no advantage to team up with somebody because once somebody's pinned, whoever pins them, that's it. Yeah. So, the object here is just to get a victory. So,
I mean, I don't even know why I'm in this match. I've beaten both men simultaneously. I have shown both men that they are not up to my power, and they never will be. I am always going to be miles ahead of these two.
Well, Jordan Nelson has gotten a lot better than probably when you last faced him.
Yeah,
I would say.
But the thing is, you're missing this. At 15, I was SIW Academy champion. At 17, I was NXT Junior Heavyweight champion. At 19, what could I do? Think about the future, Crossen, not the past. These two are older than Hulkamania. Oldies.
Well, yeah, I don't think they're not that much older than you, but they're a bit older, yeah. But the age has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, but people want the past out. In with the new, out with the old.
And then I want to remind everybody again, before I bring in the other matches, we'll talk a little about the other 3 matches too quickly. But then we're going to watch some wrestling, guys. We got some matches that we're going to watch. One of John's matches, one of my matches. But I want to say this, though. Instagram viewers, if you're on our Instagram channel watching, I can't see your comments over there. You need to come over to YouTube. Come to our YouTube channel. It's in the bio link. And watch us on the live stream over here, and when we can watch, because this stream here is going to end in about a little less than 8 minutes on Instagram. So you need to get over to the YouTube channel if you want to keep watching. So again, switch over to YouTube, or you can go to the NIPW YouTube channel. Either one, We're on live on both of them simultaneously. So now the other matches we got. We're going to talk a little bit about these other matches, just to kind of talk about them. But we got this one here.
Oh yeah.
Ken Cutler versus Samson Law. What are your thoughts?
I'm really excited for this one. Ken Cutler is an absolute superhuman.
Yeah.
He can lift well above any of the weight that I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. I've never seen someone that can lift so much. But then you've got Samson Law, the outlaw of NIPW. That man is on a wreck. He is on a wreck.
I don't think I met him when I was out there, John. I don't think he was around. I don't remember seeing him.
I tell you what, you're one of the lucky ones, Crossen. Stay out of that man's path. He is running through people.
I did meet Ken Cutler though. You know what? And Ken Cutler's got such a charismatic attitude and everything. There's always fired up.
Ken's a great dude. Really good dude.
So this should be a great match. You got the muscular Ken Cutler, physical specimen that way, going against this big guy, Samson Law. Should be a great match. Mm-hmm. And then we got this one, Malice versus Stevie Fee.
We have all had our runs in with Malice. All I'm going to say is, Stevie, I'm glad I'm not in your spot, dude. Glad I'm not in your spot.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like Stevie. Stevie gave me one of his hats, and out of everybody, I didn't get any John McCann t-shirts. I didn't get any Canary Kid t-shirts. But Stevie Fee gives me one of his patented hats that he has that matches kind of like the hat he's wearing. And I gotta say, I appreciate that. So I'm a fan of Stevie.
You'll get a hat of mine, and you can replace that old one. That'll be the old end of the new.
So yeah, and then Malice, this like kind of running havoc in the whole NIPW, all
Malice
the different
is
things
nothing short of every nightmare you have ever wanted to forget. He is everything that you are absolutely terrified of. And I'm not one that's going to be watching. I normally watch the matches backstage, but this one is downright going to be brutal.
Yeah. I mean, this should be a good one. I'm kind of curious. I can't wait to see the footage. Darren will send me the stuff right away usually, so I get at least see the fan footage perspective.
Yeah.
But that'll be cool to see. And then this one, big match. It's is this a triple threat tag team, or is this just how are they doing this one? There's 3 tag teams here.
From what I've heard from Nathan is you will have the tag teams on the outside. There will be one person
of each team.
From what I believe. If not, it might be a one-on-one.
So it's not a Texas Tornado type where all 6 are going to be in there. It'll be just 3 at a time.
Yeah, if not, it'll just be 2 of whoever's in the ring.
Well, I would think you'd want to have 1 of each in the ring, because otherwise, how would the other team ever get in?
It might be the WWE style of how they did it. Because I know they did it a few times.
How do they do it?
They would have like the 3 tag teams, but they can tag anybody, and it'll just be like 2 people.
Okay, so it could be done that way then.
Yeah, it might be that way.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome match. Nonetheless, it's going to be car crash wrestling from the start to the end. This will be no holds barred.
Well, Stars Align, are they the champs right now? I can't remember if they're the champs or not over there at Titanic.
I think they actually are. Yeah, they might be.
They are. Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah.
So they've got those tag team belts. Of course, those belts aren't on the line here, but anyways, those guys, and then Pure Filth. I mean, Sage. What can you say? I mean, Sage has got so good, and Dylan is amazing. DD Crooks. I shouldn't call him Dylan.
If there's anything that's been said about Pure Filth that hasn't been said before, they show up and they show out every single time, and that is to be shown at every single show. You had Stars Aligned, Pure Filth, last show. Stars Aligned walked away with a victor. Will they take it again when it's a triple threat situation? Who knows?
Well, I'm going to say this about DD Crooks, though, guys. He is Pretty Boy Taylor in our show was a vicious heel, and he was a really good bumper, probably one of the best. And I think that DD Crooks reminds me of Steve so much that way. So he was like our Pretty Boy Taylor. He really he was the guy that could make you look like $1 million in that ring. Wouldn't you agree with that with Didi, with Crooks? When he's in the match, he makes everybody shine.
He definitely pushes everybody to their limits, and
Yeah.
that's one thing that I've learned very, very quickly with it.
Yeah, he's just really, really good. And then of course Northwest, they're the new guys, I guess. Newer, more of a rookies,
New guys,
I guess.
but also definitely two to not be undermined.
Right.
Absolute units. Two complete units. They are.
Yeah. I had the privilege to work with Brandon Jenkins a little bit in training, and he's definitely, he moves really well for kind of a bigger guy. He can move really well.
Yeah, he's great. So is Halfdan.
Halfdan too, yeah.
So amazing.
This should be a really good match.
Yeah, start to finish will be absolutely.
I'd give you the link to get tickets, but it's sold out. So sorry, guys. No wonder.
These are the matches on the card, and I'm on it. So it's been sold out.
Well, like I said, the reason once it was announced that once Keaton was aware he was going to be on this show to get a chance, a shot at the title, that news traveled through his inner circle, and they swarmed in there and bought up a lot of the tickets. So not all of them.
My girlfriend couldn't even get a ticket.
Yeah, and now she's working the show to be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty funny. So yeah, there's just a little rundown on that show. So, well, let's watch some wrestling, John. Do we want to watch your match first, or should we watch my match first?
Honestly, I think we'll go my match first, because people won't stick around to see yours just because you're out of my league.
All right, guys, we're going to show a match of each of ours because this guy has been shouting his mouth off saying he wants Crusher Crossen. Well, I thought, let's watch some of our matches then and see. And John picked a match he wanted us to watch. And so let's take a look at it. I don't know. It's the match, that link you gave me. I guess you'll see it when it comes on. By the way, John, when I put the videos on, do they play right away for you, or is it like all stuttery?
Oh, they play perfectly for me.
Okay, because if they don't, all you need to do is switch your camera view, like your front view to the rear view, and just toggle it back and forth.
Yeah. And
then it'll clear up. That's just an FYI.
No problem.
All right, so we'll bring John's match in, and we'll start watching this one. This is the match, John.
Yes.
Want to explain what we're watching?
Yes, so this is my Resist Pro Wrestling match. This is probably one of my favorite matches this year that I've had. Yeah.
And it was from Resist?
Yes, Resist Pro. This is the one that one of the comments earlier was talking about and asking about.
Okay.
Yeah, phenomenal promotion, lovely people, amazing opponent. Couldn't have had a better time in an international promotion.
And so, where was it at exactly?
So this was Barcelona, Spain, and it was... Was it Barcelona? It was in Catalonia.
And you get booked there regularly?
I would do if I went over regularly, but I physically can't afford it.
So it's an expense to get over there.
Yeah, but it's fully worth it every single time.
I mean, I'm sure fans might wonder, how does it work then, like for this promotion? Like, you got to pay your own way to get over there, but then you can get on the shows? Is that how it is? Or do they cover any of the reimbursing for travel?
They asked me, and I was like, absolutely. I don't mind doing anything. So I just went the whole way and head my own way.
See, guys, in the indie business, it's not about being completely fully compensated. Like, you take your opportunities where you can, and sometimes if you have to pay your way in that, but you get a good opportunity, that's what you do. It's just the way it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that.
Crusher, I don't know if you've noticed, but your camera's off, dude.
Oh, sorry. Hang on, I'll fix that. I'm talking away, and I'm not there, but I'm here. I just wasn't showing up. I was watching the match. I wasn't. But yeah, so. And who's this guy you're wrestling?
So, what was his name again? That's going to sound really disrespectful. Come back to me with it. I just know he was a phenomenal wrestler and one of my favorite opponents I've had this year.
Let me see if it says on the thing.
Did they?
By By the way, there's a comment here. I'm going to bring this in. Sports Video says, John, have you been working out? You have seemed to put on several pounds of muscle since the last video we saw you.
Heavy metal, boy. Heavy metal.
I guess he has been working
Get my
out.
guns out. No, honestly, I've just been eating like a pig, in all honesty.
But you do go to the gym.
Not regularly. I haven't.
Not regularly?
No, not really. No, it's just all working out when I'm wrestling.
Yeah, there's that too. I thought you were going to the gym for a while though.
It just depends. Like sometimes I just don't have the time for it, but like I haven't really had the time for it this month. So
Yeah.
it's been kind of down the gutter a wee bit.
I don't know why the ref's not counting. You're in the ropes. Do they not count when you're in the ropes? It used to always be a regular deal. You'd always count.
Oh yeah, no. She was a lot quieter this time. Like
Yeah.
it was more of just like talking to us rather than the fans, which was nice. Also, one thing that I hate about wrestling nowadays is that every single time you put someone in a corner, it's once you break, it's step the whole way back to the other corner. Why would I let you have that room? Why would I allow you? I want to beat you. I respect you, but why would I allow you to have that much room to be able to get back up on me?
You mean when you're in the corner and you got to break it, you end up going into the other corner?
Yeah. So right, if we separate, we break, and I move the whole way back to my own corner, and you stay in this corner, why would I allow that to happen?
Oh, I never
Why would I
did.
not stay?
If I had to break, I just stepped away, then I'd go grab again if I had to.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's my pet peeve in wrestling. I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to give anybody a semi-length broom to get into anything again.
Exactly. I hate it. Also, this is
I like
the
all this.
one thing that I wish I checked before I did this match. I knew I was taking a back bump on the outside, but I did not know that the padding was also going to split on the outside. And I also didn't know that it wasn't wooden floors. I thought it was wooden floors the whole way around, and it wasn't. And I ass bumped, and it was the most
Was it
painful bump
concrete?
I've ever taken. Yeah, just on concrete.
Oh boy. So you landed on the small of your back then?
Yeah, it was really sucky, like.
Yeah, you guys are doing this is very technical.
Yeah, absolutely. I love breaking a dude down and being able to see how far I can test someone and just push them to their limits. And this is definitely one that I could feel I pushed the guy to his limits.
It's funny how fast the counts are these days. I guess I was slow, but man, the counts were not that fast back in the day. Jeez, that's a fast count.
Yeah,
that would be
is
considered a
fast.
fast count back in my day.
It's just why we're a wee bit better than you know? Just a wee bit better.
I'm going to have a discussion if I come back there for another match with the official, make sure that count is at the right pace.
Yeah, can you make this as slow as possible for Crossen to get his stemmer frame?
You know, all the guys are telling me, though, John, they said if you're going to go back and do a match again, they're saying, forget John McCann, you need to go against Canary Kid. You got to get the title back, become 6-time champ. What do you say to that?
I say, go for something you've already had or prove your worth. You want to say you're platinum? Well, here's the best. You want to prove you're the best? Prove it against me, the guy that has beaten every single person in that dojo, bar none. Trained everybody in that dojo. There's not a single person that I have not seen their first bumps.
All I know, John, is whoever I go against is going to get. I will be prepared for that match. Let me just tell you that.
I'm prepared.
Oh, is that the bump you talked about?
Last week.
Wait, that's not the bump. I was just looking for the bump.
There it is.
That one right there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I remember laying down and just believing that, you know what?
Did
I
it
can
hurt?
sleep. Oh, it hurt so
Oh,
bad.
God.
It was more my hips than anything. It was just really
Right.
sore. This was pretty sore as well.
Yeah, shoulder in the corner, it looked like.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, steel posts don't have any give, guys. If you hit them with anything, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate posts. Hate them.
So this guy's having his way with John McCann, just like I will.
Crush. I hate to break it to you, dude, but you're a better wrestling wrestler nowadays. You may want to stick to it. Maybe me and Canary can have a match.
You
at that level.
guys seen that I will go. You better watch what you're saying, John. Just saying.
I know exactly what I'm saying. I know what I'm getting into. I don't want to be the pensioner, but I will.
See now what do you call that? I would call that a German suplex, but I guess you don't.
We call that belly to back suplex.
Belly to back.
Back suplex.
Okay. Yeah, back in the day we just called it a German. I know technically a German is hands around the stomach and you go back and they just take a complete shoulder bump, but
yeah. This is cool. Not a lot of people do this. There you go. Comeback time. Let's go. That's it.
Clotheslines. Elbow.
Play slam coming up.
Then the crowd going.
Another weird thing, I don't know why people were calling me it, but in the audience I had people calling me John McBalls, which I have no idea what.
John McBalls.
It's so random.
Is that what they're calling you here?
Yeah.
So are you? Who's the face? Are you the heel then, or the? You sound like trying to be the baby face to me.
I'm the face, but because it's their guy, they're kind of.
So they're still on your case. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've always been told that when you start getting booed or whatever, you should just go and become the heel. But you're kind of actually sticking with the face script, huh?
Yeah, I'm just seeing how far I can get with these people.
I liked how he bridged into that as well.
Yeah, the bridge was mega cool. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
Here it comes. First time, hits it twice in this entire match, and I know for a fact that killed him. Chop him on his head. Make me a wee bit smarter.
That is a fast counting ref, I gotta say.
That is hell of a kick out though, still for a bump.
Yeah,
like
that was almost a 3 count, but I mean at her pace at least.
Yeah, I got very close to a 3 count there, like about 30 seconds ago, when he had me in that really cool pin.
What is that on the side over there? Is that like bleachers that are not pulled out or something?
Yeah, those are like bleachers. But
Okay.
because this is kind of like a nightclub, that's kind of what they used it as.
Okay. How big was this ring? About 16-footer?
Yeah, this was a 16-footer.
Okay. And now this is what I like. When you're going to have the top rope, go out and climb up. But I would climb up the actual turnbuckles. And then, looks like he's looking for the 450 maybe?
Oh,
rolled out of the way. A back drop kick.
That hurt like a butt cheek on a stick. Straight to the jaw.
Yeah.
That killed. That like legitimately. I had a tennis ball sized lump on the size of it.
So
of my jaw.
he connected with you there?
He really did.
Yeah. Yeah. Missed that 450, John. Shame.
Sick of it.
Now he's just taking advantage. Look at Johnny. Looks like a fish out of water. He's just like a limp. He's trying to do whatever he can to try to survive at this time.
Gosh. You're going to be in my position, bro. You're going to be in my position at some point.
Oh, I get in the face of the ref. That's not a smart move.
I didn't see this on the show. I didn't know that.
Did he just spit on you?
Must have.
Looked like he did.
What a prick.
Well, you know, he's being a heel.
Thinks he can do it.
Another
2 times
suplex
his charm.
reversal. Another one. That's 2 of them now.
Drop him on his damn head. Make that neck a wee bit shorter. Let him know how the mind feels.
Are you kicking him or kneeing him? I can't tell.
Giving him a big kick.
Kick. And that's exactly what will happen to John McCann in the event he tries to tangle with Crusher. Shame.
Crush,
Well-
don't be so optimistic. You might actually just fall amongst the stars.
It was a good
It's
match,
okay.
though. It really was a good match. Even though you didn't win, I'm sorry, but it was a great match.
Appreciate that, Crossen.
And now we're going to watch one of my matches from the dry dock back in 1988. But guys, this is old school. It's not quite the same, and not quite as good as what we just seen. But nevertheless, but at least watch one of mine. And let's see, this match that I'm doing is after I got busted. So what happened was the show at the dry dock before that, this mystery man I'm going against, he orchestrated a 3-on-1 attack on me. They came at me with a steel chair and busted me open and sent me to the hospital. I had to get stitches. For real. So yeah, so this is like I'm not happy. So I wanted that mystery man that orchestrated this attack on me. So that's what we're going to watch here. And again, guys, John, let me know what you think of the quality of this. This is restored. I restored this with Project Starlight and then did the second pass to really clean it up. So hopefully you guys think it looks really good. This is what all our restorations will look like going forward. So now, John, if this video doesn't play for some reason, remember you got to do that switch, but let me know if you're able to see it. Right.
No
all
problem.
right, here we go. We'll watch this. This match goes about 8 or 9 minutes, about as long as John's. All right, so let's watch this one.
Welcome to the dry dock in beautiful Spring Lake Park, Minnesota. I'd like to welcome you here from the National.
All right, are you seeing it, John?
Nope, so I'm just gonna have to do the wee trick.
Yeah, the camera switch.
And we'd like to get into our first match right off the bat. And right here, coming fresh to us from Chicago, Illinois, the Mystery Man. Bring on out the Mystery Man.
Is that working for you, John? If it's not, I can refix it. I think I know why. Is it not working?
Yeah, not at all, buddy.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. Guys, give me a second. I know why that is. It has to do with the bit rate. So I'm gonna fix that quick, and we'll come back to that. So let's talk about your match a little bit while I fix this quick.
Yep, no problem.
So now this guy, was that for I can't remember. Was that a title match? That guy have a
No,
belt?
this was not. No, it wasn't a title match. Not this one. I believe he did go on to be a #1 contender for something. So that's just the John McCann effect. You beat me, you become better than me.
The John McCann effect.
Unfortunately, Crush, you will never be better than me.
So you say. Hang on, guys, I'm just getting to my export screen. I'm going to fix this up quick for John so he can at least see it. I know what the problem is. We had this problem with Ricky back in when I should have known I had to do this, but I have to fix it. No big deal. Just give me one second. All right. And sorry, John, I gotta concentrate on what I'm doing here in order to.
You're all good. I'll
fix
keep these
this.
people entertained. You know, John McCann is the entertainer of the NWF.
The entertainer. Huh?
No Chris Mercer, but I can tell you what, I can entertain.
All right, let's do that. And I gotta change one other thing. There we go.
Also, seeing as we were talking about William Regal earlier, this is something that I have had on my desk for about 20 minutes now.
All right, give me 2 minutes and then we'll have that file ready. All right, I'm going to come back now and talk to you.
Awesome.
So what do you got on there? What is that?
Got an old William Regal. Hold on, you know what? Honestly, I'm going to talk about my wrestling figures because I get the chance to. I have a massive wrestling figure, Mark. Massive wrestling figure, Mark. See what that. Right. Who do we have? We have. Oh yeah, no, this is something that you'll probably enjoy. Tully Blanchard. Or well, no, it's not. Is that Tully?
Tully Blanchard.
Yeah, it's Tully. 4 Horsemen.
Yep.
Love the old school figures. Like in your day, what would you have had for figure wise?
Well, for old school figures, I like that. Like I mean, back like I think of the Remco figures. Those were the ones that I would collect because they were actually the only ones at the time that you could move and articulate. Because the WWF ones were just rubber things, didn't move. So the ones that I get the Ric Flair figure, right? Because Remco had him. AWA figures, Ric Flair, the Road Warriors, the Fabulous Freebirds were cool because they came with all the different clothing accessories too. So it was really cool.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
And so the Fabulous Freebirds, the Road Warriors, I like those. I like Ric Flair's figure. They had, of course, the High Flyers to me was a great tag team, and there was those. But these are all, and these Remco figures are very valuable today. You know what? The one that goes for the most money is Nord the Barbarian. $7,000 or so is what he'll sell for.
The Barbarian? That's mad.
Yeah, Nord the Barbarian. It's because it's so rare.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the rarity with that stuff. It's kind of funny. And of course, the figure that goes for even more than Nord the Barbarian is the Crusher Crossen figure, which is
that goes
estimated
for minus $999.99.
Estimated
He will pay you to take it
with the NWF World Championship belt, estimated to be in the value of over $10,000.
And still, at that point, not even close to his worth.
All right, let's see if I can bring this
John
in.
McCann.
Now again,
where's the John McCann figure?
You might have to do the camera trick, but I'm going to bring this in again now, and hopefully this works. And we can watch this with you.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure John can at least see it. So let's give it another shot. Here we go.
Let me see this.
Welcome to the Drydock in beautiful Spring Lake Park, Minnesota. I'd like to welcome you here from the National Wrestling Federation tonight for our tape matches here at the beautiful Drydock. I'd like to thank you all for coming out, and we'd like to get into our first match right off the bat.
For me.
And right here coming fresh to us from Chicago, Illinois.
Can you see it, John?
The Mystery Man. Bring on out the Mystery Man.
Can you see it okay, John?
Yeah.
Is it playing?
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right. All right, guys. So now John can see it. So it's playing good. It's not stuttering, right?
Yep, no issues.
All right. Audio level's good. All right. So this is one of those restored ones from VHS. Remember, VHS quality was garbage back in the day. So resolution-wise, so I had to add all that to this. See the Crusher Crossen signs in the crowd? Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Everybody asked what title I had there. That was the World Tag Team title at the time.
Awesome jacket, I'll tell you that. That's really cool.
Just a blue silk jacket. Nothing special, but
Crossen from San Diego and the Mystery Man from
guy, I'm hoping the audio. Does the audio sound good to you, John? Like, can you hear it
That's
okay?
perfectly fine, yeah.
Okay, so it's not too loud to hear us.
No,
All right, so yeah, an old school match compared to what we've seen at John. Start out the sunset flip.
Oh.
Oh, it took him across the ears, and now I think he's gonna have a headache.
Good sunset flip of the champion.
Footage looks great, by the way. I know you were wondering earlier what did I think of it. It looks awesome. Looks really, really good. Really well done. Good restoration.
Kick out.
Champion coming out smoking. It's a nice crossbody by Crossen.
Beautiful crossbody black.
Yeah, I mean
Into the Challenger.
the lighting was what it is. I mean, I could try to brighten it up, but then you start washing out the footage.
5 years.
Yeah.
He's held about every championship he can in the NWF. So he really knows what
So
he's
old
doing
school is a
inside the
bit
ring.
slower, I suppose, than your style. You know,
I don't know. I prefer old school a lot more.
I mean, we'll sit in the headlock like this is normal. You know.
Close to a chokehold, but I can tell that the ref is doing his job in there, and it's no chokehold.
Okay, Gizmo says the audio is good. All right.
Naturally, the Mystery Man.
Yeah, Mystery Man was Leslie Johnson. Good guy. Real easy to work with. We do mess up in this match, though. I'll show you where. In fact, it's right here. Do my backflip.
All right.
I went to drop kick him, and he thought I was going to do a backslide like I did the match before. So he went down for the backslide, and I went up in my drop kick, and I kneed him right in the face. Gave him a big fat lip. And my knee was killing me.
Last time out, that's right. The mystery man cut Crossen
You just keep going.
You had to be
We don't go back to it or try to do it again. We just have to go on.
You can still see the scars from here. He carries them well.
So that was our one screw up.
Fortunate.
Did you see that, John?
He wanted this man real bad.
Wasn't really noticeable. It was looking really, really good anyway with the drop kick. The drop kick looked straight to the mush. Straight to where it should be.
Good monkey.
Oh, no, the drop kick never hit him.
Crossen.
Did it not?
No, I ended up kneeing him in the face.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a knee to the face.
Goes to rear chin
Looked
lock.
good, whatever it was.
This hold's very painful.
This is the move I showed you guys.
Got the knee on the
Yeah,
ball
it
and
was.
Hold on the back of the neck. It really sucks off the arteries back there.
Asked the crowd if they want me to form him, get a little more physical with him, so I did.
Nice elbow drop. Nice. 2 elbow drops. Going for a third. Third elbow drop. Looks
Make it
sick.
4.
Oh, fourth.
Oh,
Crush is pushing above his weight.
Now, right now, I've got his legs spread. I'm asking the crowd, do you want me to do it? And they do, so I do.
any more children after
How is
I
this
don't
not a disqualification?
The referee should be warning me, but he didn't. He didn't warn me at all. I don't know why.
Got away with it.
I got away with it. I was claiming I need him to the thigh.
What's he gonna do?
Oh,
Awesome clothesline.
Great ring as well. The ring looks really good.
Yeah, it was a nice 20-footer. Nice big.
20 foot.
He's gonna do it
Yep,
all
20
over
foot
again.
wide, or 20 by 20. And I was one of the few that could go off the top rope because they had such a low ceiling, but I was short enough where I could do it.
Going for a cover now. He shouldn't be messing around because he's got the man down.
He's got him worn down.
I think now it's just rub it in, get back.
Ricky always gives me a hard time on these white elbow pads.
They look cool. They do look cool.
Oh,
It's like, where'd you get the elbow pads from?
They look more like knee pads on your elbows, but you know what? It's alright.
Yeah.
Good match so far. Really good match.
Yeah, it's just like I said. I still think yours was much better quality wrestling than this because of the time period. But
No, I'd argue. You know what? Honestly, that was. Yeah, it was good, but like,
so much.
I preferred it.
so this is obviously Mystery Man's moment. I'm giving him the spotlight. So I'm taking the bumps for him right now.
Oh, you can
There, the referee at least got on him for the hair.
He does know some of the tactics because he has taught his men outside the ring to destructors. They
The ref might have to disqualify him here if it continues and he makes an attack on the referee.
Oh, Crusher took an abrupt stop at the pipe.
They're going to have to break here. He is in the ropes.
Come right back.
He's got to the
night,
count of 5 to make the break, though.
What'd I do?
Off.
Well, flying clothesline.
Oh, what a...
Nice.
You'd call that a flying
Whose ring was this?
clothesline.
This was our ring. The ring we got from '86. Yeah.
Has that ever
Was it ever used in any other companies, or was it just?
Yeah, it was used on a group out in Hutchinson, Minnesota. They had a independent league out there, and they were done. They had folded, and they just wanted to get rid of the ring.
Awesome.
good leg drop. Good.
So I used to do that a lot. That was a standing leg drop.
Hogan.
Well, no, Hogan would run and do it. I did it standing, so I would just stand there and I'd leap up and do a leg drop from a standing position. Not a lot of guys do that.
Yeah.
You guys always hit the ropes and run and do it, which I've done that too. But I always like doing the standing one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a kick to the
Standing
knee.
looks good.
I'm just getting them back for getting me in the nuts.
That was
Crowd likes that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Referee warned me, but
How are you still getting cheered?
Injury with
Crossen.
this is the move I told Johnny needs to learn. I gotta. I was gonna try this, but I don't know if I could still do it. But swan
Oh,
dive.
swan dive. Yeah, yeah.
Looks like this is his finishing match. Yes.
The only thing you got to remember with the swan dive is bend your knees when you do it. When you go over that top rope, bend your knees. Otherwise, your boots could catch the top rope, your toes,
Yeah.
and they could catch you, and it wouldn't be good.
Crusher.
So you always want to bend your knees when you come over that top rope.
Great match. Really good.
Yeah. At least they're cheering me this time.
To him to carry him out of the ring in there. I can see that. Mystery Man thinks man is pushed down by the referee. Is not
This is a fun crowd at the Dry Dock. I always like these. I like this venue. It's a really fun place. The ring barely fit in there, and the crowd was really tight. It's very similar to your dojo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much done. So I'm gonna bring this out of here. Where do I go?
All right, everybody. After this commercial,
Right
we'll
here.
be back with our next card. So stay tuned.
So yeah, so that was pretty
Okay.
cool.
All right.
I don't know why it's still playing though. God, this thing was acting up. But you've seen it, right? You've seen the match?
Yeah, absolutely. One really good footage. Looks really, really good. Really good sound quality, really good audio, really good restoration on it. Also, the style of wrestling where you had that really big baby face, a lot of good stuff from the heel as well.
Yeah.
Really, really good old school wrestling. That was perfect for a representation of that style of wrestling. It's great.
And you know, if I come back out of retirement, John, and do a match, I mean, it's going to be kind of old school style. I'm not
Yeah.
brushed up on new techniques.
I don't like the new. Yeah, I mean, I'd watch it time to time, but I don't really like the new school style of wrestling. I prefer
Yeah.
the old school. Give me like 80s NWA, AWA. It's so good.
But I'll tell you something. My question is, can John, the Irish Grappler, McCann, or as Ricky calls you, the Irish Schmuckler, can he handle the old school style of Crusher Crossen? That's the question. I don't even know if Canary Kid could handle that, to be honest with you.
Well, you know what? I'm going to put a wee bit of perspective in here. All I've ever looked into has been old school wrestling. Not only am I experienced in it, but I can also do new school style. You're a one-trick pony. You can only do old school crossing. I can take you out of your league and I can show you how far I can go. I can show you what it's like to be in the big leagues, and then I
Yeah.
can back down to the level
You just
always
bring it. You bring that steamroller. Look, I've watched your. You think you're the only one that can study and watch people's matches? I've watched your matches. I know what's up your arsenal. I know your move set. You just bring it. You bring the steamroller. You bring the meteor. You bring any of these other moves that.
The meteor. I
Yeah,
don't even
yeah.
do
You
the
just
meteor.
well, whatever. But you bring these moves, and I will counter them, and I will make you look like a fool in that ring if you try that stuff with me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I am just saying. And all my fan base, Gizmo and these guys, they know that. They know that Crusher Crossen would bring the style of Crusher Crossen, which is never give up, take on any challenge. This is the kind of thing I always had to teach Ricky. You don't back away from a challenge. You know, I remember how when I get on this skate, remember back when you thought you were going to be the referee on that show, and Ricky would always duck and dodge and come up with excuses. No, you fight the fight. You take on every challenge.
Well, you know what? And then there's your answer. Who should you wrestle coming up the next year? Who should you prepare to wrestle for? The guy that doesn't want to wrestle you because he's a scared to hit a pensioner, or the guy that will soundly send you straight back up in that star lift all the way in Canada or Ottawa or wherever you want to lay your sorry soul down? I can set you down for the 3.
I agree. And I don't agree with what you're saying, but I agree. But I'll say this, you know, Ricky's a quick study. He comes on and says, that's typical Crusher Crossen. He's going for silver instead of gold.
Yeah.
And it's his indirect way of trying to weasel his way in. Look, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's McCann. I don't care if it's Canary. All I know is whoever's I'm in the ring with, I'm kicking ass and taking names. And you bet. I just hope that you're ready to handle it. Look, because I will be damn ready if you want to go down this road, John. I don't think you really know what you're dealing with here.
You want to say you're taking names? I'll give you a signature. That's no problem. But you'll also get a pat on the back when I tell you. You'll be someday in my league. Someday you'll be in my league.
In your league. More like, are you in my league? I'm the one that's been a 5-time champ, not you. You've only held 2 titles in your life. I have held, see that wall of belts back there? That's just a sum of the titles that I held.
Hey, you know what? The United States is much bigger than Ireland. See, if I was in your position, I'd have 5 times as many belts as you do. 5 times. I know you like that number. I'd have 5 times.
I do like that number. I do. But you know what else I like? 6-time NWF champ. That also
what?
is appealing.
That also appeals to me. First time NWF champ, not going to be the last. I'll beat your record before you can even step in the ring with me.
What makes no yeah. So you think you can beat Canary Kid is what you're saying? You know, John made this big accusation. He says, you know, Crusher, it's just like Canary and you to talk about doing a match trying to avoid John McCann, and you're saying that even if we did try to do anything, it's my way of avoiding you. You know, who says I'm avoiding anybody? I think you two have been avoiding me all along. That's why now you're talking. That's why you're talking about trying to get the NWF World Title all of a sudden.
I mean, we can say that all you want. As I've already said, you're a chihuahua. You're all bark, no bite. When we were in Belfast, me and you, up at the Lion's Den dojo, who said that, oh, I don't think I've got it anymore. I can't do that backflip. I don't think I could do that joint. It's lost. Who got in the ring? Who did it with you? Me. Do you know why? Because John can push you back to that old school. He can bring you back to that level that you were at. He can show you what it's like to be back in the old school days and then kick your ass straight back to modern day and pin you in that mat.
Or will you bring me back and bring me to that old glory, and then I'll get like kind of like a jump start and get right back to where I left off and wallop that ring with you from one pillar to the other pillar and make you look like the fool that you will being in the ring with the legend.
I mean, I would be agreeing if I was in the ring with a legend, but I'm not.
I just hate to disappoint that little fan of yours that loves you and everything and looks up to you. What's his name again?
Noah.
I don't want to upset Noah. You know, for Noah, I don't want Noah. You're going to need to watch that match like this if it happens, because you're not going to want to see what happens to your idol, John McCann. It ain't going to be pretty, is all I can say. And Canary, you stick your, I'll tell you this much. He keeps lipping off to me and disrespecting me like he has been. He's going to get his own dealings with Crusher Crossen. You know, the thing is, and they ain't going to work this time, Ricky. You can be all nice and polite to me when I come out there. I'm going to see right through that. So you just better watch your tone as well. Both of you.
Now, here, Crush, if I'm going to do this match, I don't want a triple threat. I don't want excuses for you to be able to turn around and go, oh, well, Canary was also in there, and you two teamed up on me. I don't want any of that bullshit. I want straight up, give me Crusher Crossen, bring back old school professional wrestling, the NIPW, and let me show you why it's out with the old and in with the new.
Well, I don't know what our regulars. I'm kind of curious what Gizmo and company think of this. I don't know. I mean, they kind of made their voices heard last show saying they just want me to go after Canary. But
they're scared for you. They're scared for you, Crossen. And I honestly think you should be too.
Well, I don't really care. All I know is whoever it is, whoever I get in that ring with again when I revisit, because Nathan says, when you come back, Crusher, you got to do a match.
Yeah.
Right? So whoever the match is with, it's going to be one hell of a match. I will say that. And I don't make any bold, wild predictions like some idiots around here do and saying, no, I'm guaranteeing a victory. I'm just guaranteeing that you're going to get, I'll tell you this much, John, if you go in the ring with Crusher, you're not going to forget it. You'll remember that match. That I can assure you.
And new.
But John, I don't have a belt. So yeah.
Well, I mean, you want to keep chirping the bird boy over there? You might be able to take his, but I'll take it off you.
Yeah, no. Look, Canary Kid, if he even has the belt when I come back in 2026, you know, he's got to go through several other matches and defend that belt. He could very well lose it before I get out there. Just like he lost the NIPW Junior Championship belt before I could get my hands on Ricky.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Many things, but not one of them was being loser.
But you know, John, if we do our shoot challenge as well in training, What's your prediction?
Between me and you,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think we might be quite matched, but I'm too quick for you, Crossen. I will
You're
run
quick.
around you like there's no tomorrow.
I'm not worried about quickness. I'm more worried about upper body strength. But
I got that in bulk. Have you not seen my recent matches? Crush. I lifted a 300-pounder 15 minutes in the about. Ain't nobody doing it like I'm doing it.
wait a minute, a how many pounder?
300-pounder.
Oh, 3. I thought she said 1,500. I'm like, who the hell did you lift? That was 1,500.
King Kong Bundy.
But yeah, no, that'll be interesting to see. But like I said, I know you respect me, John, but you
Of
know as
course.
well as I do, if we have a match, once the bell rings, it is what it is. And it all gets left behind when the bell rings again. So
Yep. The
what
respect
happens
will
in the
be there
ring
after
stays
and
in the
before.
ring. What's that?
The respect will be there after and before. Anything that happens from post to post, pillar to pillar, it's not under my control.
It's kind of like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in the ring stays in the ring.
Yeah.
Because I have my own tricks up my sleeve. You see, remember, John, you in your heel days right now, and you're in your cheap shots tactics that you have. I always fight fire with fire. So whatever you do, I'm going to do it to you tenfold. You want to come at me with any kind of foreign object, I'm going to come at with you. You come at me with a pipe, I'm going to come at you with a bat. You come at me with a folding chair, I'm going to take 2 of them, 1 in each hand.
Well,
I'm going to come back at you just as hard as you are and harder. That's how it works.
Crush, you and your lineage of professional wrestling has been second to none. It's one of the best lineages I've ever seen in the independent professional wrestling scene. But let me tell you this. My lineage and my family lineage, we take knees and heads. We don't need titles. We take heads home. So, do you want to step in the ring with me? I will take you head over heels, head on my wall, plaque saying, could have been on a retirement home but chose to wrestle John McCann.
We'll see about that. But I suppose, guys, we're getting towards the end of our show, right, John? It's been a fun show. Watched some wrestling. We talked about Keaton and Canary Kid and their title match. If you guys joined in late, just got to go back and watch again.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good. And so let's go over a few predictions. What do you predict in the title match with Canary Kid and Wrestling Revolution Keaton? I should say Kid of Rock.
I think everybody's torn on saying, oh, Keaton, I'm scared to say Keaton. I'm going full in. Keaton's got this. I believe in the kid fully, 100%. He's put his heart and his soul. You want to talk about heart and soul? He has put that fully into this match, no doubt about it. He can't take this. He just needs to believe in himself.
I think that match could go either way. Who knows? Just depends who shows up and how they end up handling it. And, that's yet. I really don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. But, I know that Nathan's also been involved in preparing Keaton, and that's not good for Ricky because Nathan's the one who knows how to train people. And if he's been preparing Keaton, it's not good news for Canary Kid.
It is not at all.
So there's that. And then in your match, in the triple threat with Nando Libre and
do we even need a prediction?
Jordan Nelson.
Do we even need a prediction for this one?
So you think it's going to be you? I'm going to say, something. I'm going to say, out of all these guys, look, Jordan just lost the belt.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's in a tailspin from that. And I don't know if he's out of it. So I don't know where his focus is. He still might be thinking about that title and might not have his mind on this match. And the other thing is with Nando Libre, he's been hungry to prove himself now for quite some time. And I think he's going to use this as an opportunity to do just that. I'm going to go with Nando Libre on this one.
He's damn right going to make an opportunity out of this, but I'm going to make a star out of him when I beat him and make his name.
No offense, John. No offense to you. But you know what? You've been a heel lately, and I think it's going to, you've been getting away with it, but I think it's going to finally bite you in the rear end on this one.
Maybe so, Crossen, but you know what? I'll get away with what I'll get away with. This is a triple threat. I can bring my shillelagh. I can bring my weapons. I can do what I want to these people. I can make sure that they do not return the NIPW, regardless, win, lose, draw. You cannot walk away from this, and I will make sure of that.
And John, since this is our last show with me and you, at least, I mean, you still might come back on again with Ricky, but what is the future for John McCann right now? Like, is there any championships or title? I mean, you've toyed around talking about getting the NWF belt. I mean, and then you've also talked about some other stuff. What do you got on your mind? Like, what's going to be the future?
First and foremost, I am looking straight direct ahead into Ards, Newton Ards, Belfast, Northern Ireland, conquering this island as I have done for the past 5 years. I'm looking for that Titanic title, and I've got that coming up on August 16th.
So August 16th.
It's either 16th or 17th. It's one of those. Definitely, I think it's the 16th.
So you got a chance to get that belt, huh?
Anyway, it's 2 weeks' time, Saturday. Be there to witness me take my championship. And Nathan said, 100%, from time to time, he likes to pop in and remind me of how much I deserve a championship. So this is going to be my time to prove Nathan right. Take that home, bring it to NIPW, go to NIPW, take our championship off that sore, sick, sorry loser of a champ. Callum Black hasn't shown up a single show this year, and I'm sick of it. Sick of it.
So you're going to try to get that belt as well. Well, what is that title?
It's the
What do you call it again? The Resolution, right? The Resolution Championship that Chris Mercer had and lost it.
Yeah, you know, there's a common theme in these champs. You know, they get the title and they take their foot off. This train is not stopping.
And John, I gotta mention it. You're also on the roster for this newer company that's starting up, right?
Powerbomb Pro. Same
Powerbomb
thing. New island, new promotion, new place to conquer.
Yeah, there's
Looking
a few of you
forward to
guys on there. So I mean, is there any future shows that are announced for that yet, or is that still just
not
something
just yet,
started up?
but there's definitely some stuff coming up soon, and I know a few other bits and bobs are coming along. And one thing is for sure, there's a lot of guys on that roster that I want to prove myself against.
Yeah.
I'll name drop them: BT Gunn, Adam Maxted, Demo, Corvin, Bonesaw. The amount of prestige that
Those are
I've
some pretty
said,
big names you just mentioned there.
huge. They've beaten people like Walter, Timothy Thatcher. These are two people, even just off the top of my head, that I have looked up to for years. Will Ospreay, Aussie Open.
Yeah.
And to beat one of those people, how much more would that mean to me than anybody else? With 2 titles in my hand, the gold is all mine. You want to say you're platinum? I've got all the gold in this country. That's all I want.
Well, I noticed you didn't mention Crusher Crossen in any of these expectations that you want to conquer, but that's because you know that that's going to be a mountain you're not going to be able to overcome.
Well, no,
Good-
Crush,
good
you know
choice.
what? I'll
Good
take you
choice.
back a wee bit. I'll take you back a wee bit. Your preparation is going to the gym. Mine's is getting championship.
Oh, that's just phase 2, John. That's just phase 2 is the
Phase
gym.
2.
So
Phase-
yeah, you see, that's just it. Crusher Crossen prepares for everything. You should know this. And you just got them telling me you don't even go into the gym. That's going to be your downfall. That's what's going to make it where you're going to fall flat on your face because you're not prepared. All right?
Well,
You're going to learn
6.
from Crusher.
Come 2026, Crush, I will
2026.
knock that hairline back a few more inches when I drop you on your solid dome.
Probably in the winter time when the flights are cheaper. But yes, 2026. Where we freeze our rear ends off in that back and outside of that dojo. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about what's coming up on future shows, and then we'll close her out, guys. It's been a great show. So this is what we got coming up on the future shows. So the first one I got coming up is going to be next week with Dixie Dave, and it's going to be part 2 of our Summer Sizzler Extravaganza Armory show. This one will have the match with me and Mr. X in that Broadway we did. So it's not the whole 60 minutes because Larry, the infamous wizard that he was on camera, actually paused the damn thing during the match. So we got a lot of the match isn't there, but we'll have most of it though. So that'll be that, and a few other matches on there. The Barbarians in their World Tag Team title match, and there's what part of the Battle Royal, because again, it was such a long show that the VHS tape, we didn't ran out of tape. So we got the beginning of the Battle Royal, but not the ending. And what else? There's another match on there. I think it's the Rock and Roll Express and the tag team match. Yeah. For the Ice Dragon and the Fly. So yeah, there's because my Broadway was so long, it's only 3 matches on the show. But, oh well. And this is only the second half of the show. And that'll be on July 31st. That's this coming Thursday. Should be a fun show. And then our next, after this, our next show on Forward is going to be the return of the Canary Kid. He's back. He's coming back then to take his spot and replace John McCann.
I feel so sorry for each and every single one of these that have to witness this next episode. But you know what? You're in my heart, guys.
You see, Canary, just like a pigeon. We should call him the pigeon. If you notice, he pigeoned in the beginning, just like a pigeon does. He pigeon flies in, pecks around at the food, takes a dump, and flies away. And that's what he did. He flew in, said his comments on John, and then flew away. Isn't that typical bird that he is?
What a dump it was when he made them comments. I tell you what. Tell you what.
He just had to get his say, and then he flew away, right?
Yeah, that's it. Here, you know what? I like the pigeon adage. No one likes a pigeon. No one likes a pigeon. But you know what? I've got more hatred for seagulls. I can't say much.
Yeah, seagulls. Yep. Do you have them in Ireland?
Oh, we have too many of them. Take them back, please, to Minnesota.
We actually have them here in Salt Lake City, believe it or not. There's because of the Salt Lake City, or the Salt Lake. They tend to hang around here too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for all the fish and stuff that they can get. Yeah.
At least I think we do. I think they're seagulls. Anyway,
hate
or a form of them anyway. Some kind of a variation.
Sequel, they're all alike. Hate them all equally.
But yeah,
Especially
Ricky Henry, the Canary Kid, will be back on August 8th. And I know that Sports Talk and those guys, they kind of started to like him now. Even though, Canary, you've been lipping off to Crusher, and you better watch your mouth. Another thing he said, John, I just flabbergasted. So all of a sudden, now you know this, John. Remember Canary Kid's dropkick before he met me? It was whatever, right? Then after he meets me and we watch my drop, and he says, I never studied his dropkick. We watched it on the damn podcast over several times. I mean, so he says, I didn't teach him anything. I just made him insecure. And so he made his dropkick better. John, what is your opinion of all that?
On his dropkick versus yours?
Well, he claims I didn't help him at all with that dropkick.
I think he's full of his own bird shit, honestly. Full of his own dump. He definitely studied you. Definitely. I have seen him study you. I have guaranteed seen you being studied.
I gotta say, it's looking good. He's got a good dropkick now.
It looks good. It looks really, really good. Really good one on Ben. Very good one on Ben.
Oh yeah, that was really good. And did you notice? We won't name the promotion, but there was another promotion that tried to duplicate that dropkick in a different way, and it didn't look as good. I gotta say.
Yeah.
I won't say any names, but yeah, it just wasn't up to par of Canaries. Yeah, there's another group out there that tried to do something similar. They must have watched the match, and wasn't quite as good.
Wasn't at all.
So yeah, Ricky will be back. We'll see what he has to say. See if he shouts his mouth up. And I'm sure he's going to be disrespectful. Every time there's miles between us, Canary Kid talks like he's all tough and can say anything he wants. But the moment I come back in person, just like John McCann too, they get super respectful and polite, and they don't want to say anything out of line because they're afraid they're going to get their ass kicked, as they should. So there's that. There is that. All right, John. Well, I got to say, it's been great. Thanks for filling in for 2 of the 3 shows anyway, and filling in for Canary. It's been fun. I hope you had fun coming on with us.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks
I
to Jenny for
apologize
putting
last
up.
week, but-
Thanks to Jenny for putting up with it too, when you're having to take away from her time.
Oh,
So
she's all right.
and she's got her pink hat and her pink shirt she can get now.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, so all right, it's been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will be on again. Like I said, Dixie, Dave, and myself be back next Thursday with Rewind with the Armory Show, and then 2 weeks it'll be the loudmouth himself, Canary Kid, chirping away.
Keep his heart big shut.
Yeah, I think we'll probably do on that show, guys. In 2 weeks, we'll probably talk about his title match because it'll already have happened with Keaton. Kind of review whether Canary comes back as a champion or not is yet to be determined, I guess.
I believe in you, Keaton. I believe in you.
So, yep. I keep calling him Wrestling Revolution Keaton, but it's the Kid of Rock, Keaton Whiteside, going up against Canary Kid. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time we're live.